Yeah, here I am. What's going on? Podbean, we're here. What is going on, everybody? I'm here, y'all. I am having a great day today. What about you? Listen, welcome to the Big Time Show podcast that is being seen live right now on Facebook, and of course being heard live on Podbean. That is also being seen live on Twitter and Twitch and Instagram and something that I am forgetting, I believe. But I'm live everywhere right now. A lot of people still don't know that I have the Instagram page up. It is running. I'm live there now. If you want, you can go to Instagram and search out the Big Time Show. You can go there right now. I am live as we speak. Ain't nobody on Instagram. I hadn't pumped it up like Facebook and everywhere else. So what is going on, everybody that is with me? Listen, I've had a great day today. Let's have some fun now. Getting ready for tomorrow. I am sharing right now. Forgive my rudeness by not looking at you guys. But I'm sharing right now. Hope that maybe you will do the same. Help your boy out. Just trying to spread out a little Cowboy love and little message for the haters and everybody else that may be popping in. I haven't seen the comments. I know somebody's coming because my light is up. I promise you, whoever's on there, I will be speaking to you in just a matter of moments. Listen, I guess I'll start this off. Listen, if you want to become a contributor to my podcast here, if you're on Podbean, it's very simple. You touch that red bag that you see, and it'll give you instructions on what to do to become a patron of the show. If you so choose, I would appreciate it if you did. If you are on Facebook or Twitch, Twitter, all these places where I am now, hey, I see you on Instagram. Hey, Miss Ty, I see you. Here it is for you on. There it is right there on the screen. If you want to become a contributor of the podcast, there it is. Just type that in, make a decision, and I would appreciate it. If not, it's okay. One day you just might. You just never know. But I appreciate everybody. I'm still sharing before I get into a little bit that I want to talk about on today here on my show. Thankful for Alec Winters for allowing me to use the music, of course, which everybody should know by now and get a groove to it. I believe people think it's my music now because when you hear it, you know it's me. It's a staple of the podcast. I'm grateful that he allowed me to use his music. If you want to follow him, go to Alec Winters on Instagram, ALEC. Well, matter of fact, I have it right here. Go to that right there, Alec X Winters on Instagram. Follow him, and he has a whole bunch of that jazz type vibe. I guarantee you will like it. I appreciate him letting me use it. All right, I've shared to everybody. Let me see who's in the house real quick. Who we got here? All right, JoJo. Man, what's up, man? Joe is from Italy, who is a regular here on the show, and Joe knows his football, and I appreciate him so much. Mr. Michael Evans, who is also a regular here on the show. Miss Ty done popped in on everywhere just to see. I guess we finding out if my stuff is working. I'm on YouTube, I'm on Twitch, I'm on Facebook, and I am on Instagram. I appreciate everybody who's popping in, or whoever may be watching this replay. What's up? What's up, Mike? Michael Rogers is in the house. What's going on, brother? You're in the house. Thank you for popping in for a little bit and hang with me for just for a second. Appreciate you guys so much. Well, as the title of this show says, the show continues. So, I mean, I really don't have to say anything, y'all. The show continues. Tomorrow at 12 o'clock, the show continues. Oh, there's no question. Um, Unfortunately for whoever, I don't know who's watching me from where, but right here in Memphis, Tennessee, listen, there's not too many Denver Bronco fans in Memphis. No question about it. If it is, it's rare. But if you're here in Memphis, uh, God bless you. Yeah, hey, what's up, Apostle Allen? I see you. Listen, if you're watching me from wherever, or you listening to me from wherever on iHeartRadio or Pandora or all the Apple, Google Podcasts, wherever you're listening to me from, if you're a Denver Bronco fan, all I'm gonna tell you is God bless you. I'm sorry for you. Hey, you're just in the way because you Denver Broncos fans, you're in a bad you're in a bad spot. The reason why you're in a bad spot is because the way I look at it, you're gonna lose anyway. Anyway you're gonna lose. But since the captain is back, yeah, y'all know who the captain is, right? Y'all know the captain. Instagram, you know who the captain is, right? Okay. Mr. Prescott, who's hungry, makes his return tomorrow. Yes, he is playing. Yes, he is going to play unless something crazy happens in warm-ups. He is playing. And because he is playing, that's really all the motivation that everybody needs, as if they weren't already motivated. Okay. The captain is back. Somebody's going to get lit up tomorrow. It's really just that simple. It's really not much analysis that really needs to be done here today, but I will give a little something. But somebody in trouble tomorrow, and it's not us. Okay? It's not us. Somebody is in trouble on tomorrow. Yeah, exactly, Joe. Joe, as you can see, I put his up now. Joe, if you've been following me, y'all know how I say it. The Broncos don't belong. They just don't. Now I realize the fact that when people play us, usually they play their best game of the year. I don't care if we played the Jacksonville Jaguars. The Jacksonville Jaguars, for some reason, whenever the Cowboys come to town or the team comes to us, all of a sudden they play above their head. It just never fails. It's the mystique of the Cowboys. I don't care what mystique it is. Somebody is gonna get it tomorrow. But we ain't playing. All y'all, the haters who I haven't heard from in a month and a half. I don't know where they is, y'all. I don't know where everybody is. Apostle Allen says 40-12. I mean, I ain't really want it, but I guess Paul said 40-12. Dak 440 yards passing tomorrow. Wow, that's a butt whooping. I'm gonna get into that in just a second. What I think was gonna happen. Obviously, y'all already know I think we're gonna win, but the question is by how much or in what fashion are we gonna do it tomorrow? I guess I'll go ahead and just start that off now. Let me make sure I ain't got nobody on fire. Fire Bean is in the house. Okay. Fire Bean, I see you. Let me just say this. There is a little tension though, y'all. Okay. I understand. I see Michael says Broncos are outmanned, outgunned, out-equipped against the Cowboys. It's going to get ugly. Let me give a little tension On this show, we got to be truthful. Okay, let's kind of reel it in a little bit, and let's just talk about this. Number one, they have a good quarterback. I like Bridgewater. Always have. He's not, Pro Bowlish, but Bridgewater can hurt you. Why can't he hurt you? Because here's the truth of the matter, y'all. I ain't trying to scare you or nothing. I'm just giving you the facts. They have two pretty good receivers. I'm just saying. Now, Cortland Sutton is the truth. Jerry Jeudy, even though he's just coming off of, an injury, Jerry Jeudy is the truth. Okay, so we're not talking about that. That's a pretty good pair we're going against. Now, I know who they'll be lining up against, and Mr. Anthony Brown, who's playing his best football of his career. And then, of course, Lord have mercy Diggs on the other side. What's up, Rod? I see you. Mr. Lord have mercy Diggs is on the other side. And I'm just saying, these are not trash, okay? Bridgewater is not trash. It's really just the truth. And those receivers that he has, they're the truth, okay? Melvin Gordon, pretty good running back. I mean, he ain't, Derrick Henry or nobody, but Gordon can run the football. No question about that. But in spite of all that, I'm still saying somebody in trouble tomorrow. Yeah, I know Sutton is there and Jerry Jeudy is there, and I gave credit and respect to Teddy Bridgewater. I will give him respect. But they're in trouble tomorrow. Why is that? Their offensive line is not good. See, Bridgewater could be all that, but if he ain't got no line, you're in trouble. That's all I'm going to tell you. You got some pretty good receivers, but when you don't have time to throw it to them, you're in trouble. Can I hear the church say? I know I'm a preacher. Can I hear the church say you're in trouble real quick? Come on, help me here. You're in trouble. Yeah. When you don't have a line, you're in trouble. Now, I'll get to their defense in a second. Well, let me go to their defense now. You will be fooled a little bit by their defense. I've checked it out. Here's where you're fooled by it. Here it is. Because they only give up 17 points a game. Now, if you know anything about football, especially on the pro level, that if you holding the team under 20, 21 points a game, you're going to win a lot of football games. But if you're going, in the teens, you're going to win a whole lot of football games. And they're only giving up 17.1 points a game. Now, that might mess you up a little bit. But in that, there's a little diversion there that not a lot of people are thinking about. They're giving up, listen to this, they're giving up 1,799 yards for the year, which averages out to be 224 yards a game. Passing. They're only giving up 224 yards a game. Okay. That's pretty good too. That'll win you some games. They ain't seen nobody like us though. They ain't seen nothing like what they're about to see tomorrow. Look, hey, everybody want to jump on Patrick Surtain, loving on him, the rookie who we wanted, or a lot of people wanted Surtain, a lot of people wanted J.C. Horn. It was one of the two when the draft happened. Surtain is having a good year, kind of as expected. He's a solid cornerback, but he's a rookie. Last time I checked, I'm not giving no rookie too much respect. He hadn't seen what he getting ready to see tomorrow. Go at him. 2 or 3 years from now, maybe the story changes where you don't go at him. He's a rookie, and we need to treat him as such. He's a rookie. He ain't Deion Sanders. Let's stop it. I don't believe he can stop neither one of the receivers. Consistently. No way. Go at him. Pick on him. Yeah, I said it. Yes, go after Surtain. He ain't all that. This is not the SEC. Y'all help me. This is not the SEC. This you are a rookie. You haven't seen something like you getting ready to see tomorrow. Go at him tomorrow. Here's the other thing though, y'all. And this is where I start saying, Do you know that the Denver Broncos have given up 807 rushing yards in 8 games? Which is an average of, they're giving up 100.9 yards a game. Well. So the Broncos so far this season, they're giving up 100 yards a game rushing. Do I even have to say anything, y'all? I mean, come on, man. So you're giving up 100 yards rushing, and now you're about to see Ezekiel Elliott and Tony Pollard. So you can't stop the run, obviously. And now you're about to go against probably one of the better running teams in the entire league. Okay. So based off that, since they can't stop the run, after 8 games, your identity is pretty much already kind of out there, or what you are and what you are good at and what you're not good at. And I'm not eliminating the fact that teams can get hot. So, but as of right now, they haven't shown how, that they really can be hot. So tomorrow, since we're a running team, this is what I'm expecting. I'm expecting Denver to send folks up in about an 8, possibly an 8-man box. They are going to, hey Shane, I see you. They are going to go bring the box in. I don't feel Ezekiel Elliott is going to have a huge game tomorrow, simply because, according to what we do, Mr. Kellen Moore has proven as of right now that he's going to do what the defense gives him. So we already know the formula. If they stack the box up too crazy and go one-on-one, Dak is going to check out of some of these plays. He's going to throw the football. I mean, that's what the track record shows. If they lay back, we will run. If they still do that 2-shell high safety look, we will run. I don't see if you're giving up 100 yards a game rushing, and that's what the Broncos are giving up. If you're giving up that amount, you're going to do whatever you got to do to stop the run against a team that you know is going to try to run it down your throat. And I think that's what Dak is going to have a big game tomorrow. I really do believe Dak is going to have a huge game tomorrow. I don't think Ezekiel Elliott will have a huge game unless, of course, they lay back. If they lay back, we're going to eat them alive on the ground. I just can't see them just letting Ezekiel and Tony Pollard go completely cuckoo like that. I just can't see it. I believe they're going to sneak people up. I believe Dak eyes going to light up when he see he got CD one-on-one or Cooper one-on-one, and he going to throw the football. That's what they do. So the bottom line is pick your poison. That's what you have to do against our offense. You got to pick what side you're going to try to stop. And if it's that side, if you want to stop the run, okay, we'll gut you passing. If you want to stop the pass, guess what? We're going to light you up running. So it's really a hard task for any defense to play against us. We're too good. We're too loaded on each side of the football. We're way too loaded on the side of the football, on the offensive side of the football. Just too loaded. I ain't brought in the tight end yet. I ain't even said nothing about Schultz getting loose. I mean, come on now. We're just loaded. However way you want to look at it. We're a very, very dangerous offensive football team. And everybody knows it. So, but I think that's what's going to happen. They're going to stack the box and dare Dak to go ahead and beat them. They don't try to work his leg. They might say, hey, we don't believe your leg right, so we're going to want you to drop back nonstop. That type of thing. And I will say this. Here's the wild card of the whole thing. It's been reported that Terrence Steele will move to left tackle for this game, and Mr. Collins, Lyle Collins, will play right tackle tomorrow. I got a little tension with that because Steele has been playing, of course, right tackle this whole season, even though he was brought in to be a swing tackle. So he has some reps at left tackle, and of course where he's playing now at right tackle. Can he play left tackle? It ain't automatically just a flip a switch when you change the positions like that. You gotta do it. I think Steele will get the job done, but it'd be interesting to see how well he plays at the left tackle position, especially when he got somebody like Chubb coming after him. And of course, Lyle Collins comes back. We don't know how good he is yet. We can take an estimate or guess at it. We don't know his stamina. We don't know how good of a shape he really is in. We don't know if he's lost something since his injury. We just don't know. We're about to find all that out tomorrow, but we just don't really know yet. But he gets his job back, at least for this week. And it's going to be extremely interesting to see how well this new makeshift line again matches up. The only thing I can say is I hope Steele carries over what he's been doing at right tackle and just transferred it to left tackle. That's the only thing that we really can hope for. Joe says, don't forget Diggs getting a pick six. Well, Joe, I'm going to be honest with you, man. I don't know about that. The only reason I'm saying that because I think these quarterbacks have figured it out. Like, that guy over there, we're not throwing over there. I think Diggs have gotten, or if he haven't, he should have it. He should have that type of respect. Like, no, we're not throwing there. We're not throwing your way. That's where I think that Diggs is. So if they throw it, and it depends on what Diggs line up. If Diggs is lined up on Sutton, he'll have some opportunities because you got to throw to your number one receiver. You have to. If you're an offensive player, that's your money maker. If he's playing the number two, I still think that he's gonna get some shots. Also, I just can't see a lot of them though. A lot of shots. I just can't see it. The offensive coordinators are not dumb. They know where to go and who not to go to. So I don't know about that. But I believe that we're ready to play. I believe that we're gonna rip these guys apart. That was my prediction. I said all that, and I'm talking about tension and stuff, and then I come and say that. Yeah, I said it. I'm expecting us to rip these guys apart. I don't think it's gonna be a blowout, like 35-10. I believe it's gonna be a grind out, knock you out type football game, at least from our end. I think we're gonna rip them apart. I don't think they can stop the run. And if you can't stop the Dallas Cowboys run, you in for a long day because the play action pass gonna be wide open. It's just so much that can happen if you can't stop anything. So all I can tell you is it is really going to be a smash mouth, beat you up and pose your will type of football game tomorrow. I believe that. And I think we're going to win. I think we're going to score somewhere between 24 and 28 points tomorrow. And I think the Denver Broncos probably only going to score right at 10 or something like that. I think our defense is just, if you notice, they're shifting from that opportunistic type, resume they have or that label that they have. They're flat out dominating people now. Change, I think, with the loss of Von Miller, we score early, their defense may quit. Yeah, with Von being traded, that has to be a blow to them emotionally. And Von Miller's type don't grow on trees. Von Miller at 70% is still better than a whole bunch of ends in the league at 100%. That's how good he is. Those type of guys, you can't just say, well, next man up. No, your next man up is a considerable downgrade compared to Von Miller. That speed he has is, that's what's going to get him into the Hall of Fame. He's a dominant football player. He's not there anymore. Chubb on the other side, he is another good player. But I think we can handle him. They don't belong, yeah. I wouldn't be surprised we win something like 24-10. Our defense is shutting people down now. It's only going to get better. Michael Parsons, whose jersey I am wearing right now, as you can see. You see that? Yeah. This is jersey I had when I went to the game earlier this year when we played Philadelphia on that Monday night game. I had this on and I felt like I was Ray Lewis or something, I wanted to get out there. Just one play, just one. I still believe, y'all forget my head. I'm 48 years old. I get it. I'm 48 years old, but I just feel like I'm good for one more play, just one. I ain't fast like I used to be. Matter of fact, I'm considerably slower. But I did. What's up, Gary? I see you, Gary. I'm sorry. When I put this jersey on here, this Michael Parsons jersey, it's just like Clark Kent going into the phone booth. Y'all know what happened when he come out the phone booth. He's another whole person. That's how I feel about it when I put this on here. This Michael Parsons jersey. I feel like I got one more play in it. I'm 48 years old. Somebody over here laughing because I say I know somebody gonna say don't do it. I believe I got one more hit, just one more hit in me. I feel it. I can hit somebody one more time, just one time. I hit somebody one time, then I just walk on off the field. I retire in the middle of the game. Let me hit somebody one more time. I take my jersey off and shoulder pads right there on the sideline and just walk clean off. Gary said I could still run a 4-4, bitch. Oh man, look, if you run a 4-4 still, dude, look, we can get out there. I just want to hit somebody one more time. Every time I put this Michael Purser, and I'm saying all that to say is this. One of the great, see, it's be small moves, y'all, that propel you to the next level. And as quiet as it kept, it don't have anything to do with it has something to do with on the field, but not play wise. It's just mentality and strategic wise. When they gave Mr. Curse the play calling duties for the defense and let Michael just play, but he ain't got to think and all, I'm saying he's thinking, but he can't be thinking about how to line the corners and safety up and then the linebackers. Just something just too much. And it takes away from, what the player can do. But when they gave the play calling duties to Javon Curse and Michael can just play, y'all saw what happened last week. This kid is ridiculous. The NFC Defensive Player of the Week. Just in case you didn't know, Michael Parsons. This kid is ridiculous. This kid can be a serious problem for you. And he was last week. I'm expecting him to do the same thing on tomorrow. Melvin Gordon has no business all of a sudden finding the fountain of youth on us tomorrow. We got to punish him tomorrow. Okay? Bridgewater, love Bridgewater. Great heart. He has it. Your heart ain't gonna be, able to save him tomorrow. Man, beat that guy brains out. Light him up. All right, Gary, I see you. Been in Facebook jail forever. Yeah. I hope they don't boot me out because, I be, I'm trying to be nice to all these haters and stuff. So, it is what it is. They don't belong, y'all. Let me just say that. They don't belong. They don't belong. The Denver Broncos don't belong. And we need to treat them as if they do not belong. I don't need no game where we start and, letting a team stay in the game that don't belong. Go ahead and step on these guys. They don't belong. They're giving up 100 yards a game rushing. Their defense is. Please. Let's not even play. Go at these guys. And if they stack it up, cool. Dak gonna light it up. So it's just there's just some teams that you just know they're not on your level, but you're just trying to be nice. What up, Jerome? I see you. You're just trying to be nice, and act like that. Listen, Denver does not belong. Every time I tell y'all this about a team, y'all can mark it in the bank. Put it in the bank. I told y'all that it was just, some other team. They don't belong. Denver don't belong. Not when you tell me that your defense, rushing defense, gives up 100 yards a game. You cannot give up that kind of yard against the Dallas Cowboys because the running backs will have 100 and Dak Prescott will have dang near 400 yards passing because the play action is going to work. It's going to be wide open. It's going to be look out. So I just can't. I can't give exactly what Jerome said. We're good. Shane said, "Be careful. I've been flagged 3 times this week. Yeah, Facebook extremely sensitive." Jerome said, "We good for 150 then, if we committed to it." Jerome, and those that are watching, if we stay committed. See, one of the things that gave a lot of beauty to the game last week against Minnesota was that Ezekiel did not have a great game rushing. Tony Pollard really didn't have a great game rushing. However, they were committed to it. So they still ran the ball. They still had, Ezekiel still had double-digit carries, getting close to 20. Pollard had about 4 or 5 carries. That they were committed to it in comparison to like the Tampa Bay game, where we didn't even try to do it at all, period. Nothing really. But when you're committed to the run, you could go for 150 yards against this team. I agree with you, Jerome. It's only if they stay committed. We all know how Kellen Moore is. He's a pass-happy type guy. And if he sees those guys kind of stacking up in the box, then he has no problem whatsoever in turning the keys over to Dak and say, "Launch away, brother. Throw it." So I got a feeling that's what's going to happen tomorrow too, because they're going to stack the box. They're going to do that. They're going to stack it, and then let the chips fall where they may after that. Okay. So this team that we have can beat you in so many different ways, and now we're adding to it with our defense. It's going to be incredible. Joe says the run game opens up play action. Hey, that's exactly right. So we need to keep feeding Zeke. I believe that's going to happen. I'm expecting Dak to have. That's why I say I'm expecting Dak to have a big game, because they're going to commit to stopping the run, and that hard play action fake is going to be there, and you go on one-on-one then. I'm just telling you, it's going to be incredible. Hey, I ain't speaking to folks. I can't see you when you're on Restream. I cannot see who's joining in. If you're on Restream, I see your comments. But what I can see, if I was watching Facebook only, I can see people who join in. So I see my brother Jose has popped in. What's up, Jose? I see you. Thanks for popping in on me. Gary said the defense looked a lot better with Curtis making calls. It did, Gary. And those are the small, minute moves. Listen, y'all, I'm telling y'all. It's those type of moves when they moved Curtis as the play caller. Those little small moves, especially when you see that everything can be handled. Curtis is obviously capable of putting the guys in the right position. It's obvious. And what it does, it just lets Micah Parsons, who is a killer. Do y'all understand that? When you let a dog out the cage, okay? What's up, Jose? Appreciate you, brother. Listen, when you let a dog out of the cage, okay, in a field, get the picture, y'all. The last thing that you want to do with that dog is put something around his neck where you can no. You let the dog out the cage so he can go and run free. See, I hate to say this, and eventually it's going to happen, but not right now. Not right now. With Micah calling plays, it actually is just what I said. It kind of put a little noose around him. I mean, a leech around him. Like, you still the guy, but it kind of slowed him down because you got to think too much. Not saying that he's not capable of thinking, but that kind of player needs to be free. That's what I'm saying. And this guy right here, number 11, you need to let him go free. Just it's not time yet for him to look. We're gonna have him like Ray Lewis in about another. It may be early as next year. Just not now. Just not now. Not now. Because he has so much potential for impact in a game. Do y'all hear me? He has so much potential for impact in the game that you cannot do things to him that's going to water down his impact. Him calling plays based on what we saw last week. Him leading defense, calling plays, studying, trying to see how the offensive line line up, getting the defensive line to move right or left. He's calling that. He's setting up the secondary. That he still played decent, but Lord have good Lord. When he became free, he's the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. That's what he does. That's what he did. When you let him run free, he's one of the best defensive players in the league. I'm just saying. That's my opinion. That's my observation. It's not time yet for him to be Ray Lewis yet. It's just not. Maybe next year. This year, let Mr. Curse keep calling plays. If that's the type of production that I'm going to get out of Micah Parsons, simply by just telling him, let him go free. I don't want Micah Parsons calling nothing. I don't know. Let him play. So on that note, I'm expecting the same production from him. Jose, brother, you are absolutely echoing what I'm saying. You just have a different delivery of it. And I'm gonna put his comment up because this is why you let Michael run free. Look what Jose says, y'all. J-Ron communication is very good. He talks the whole game anyway. Might as well let him call it. I can't disagree with not one letter of what Jose just said. I can't disagree with one letter. Quiet as kept. Now, I'm talking about Ray Lewis, and I'm not saying Mr. Curse is Ray Lewis. There's only one Ray Lewis. But I will say this. It looks as if that when he talks, the team listens. Now, hey, I'm just saying. It seems to me that if he talks, the team follows. That's all I'm saying. And if you get a team that can follow you, you can go places. Now, here's the funny part, and it's about delivery, y'all. It's about delivery. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Let's go back. Sean Lee was a vocal leader when he played. He was on defense. He was a vocal leader on defense. Sean Lee was. But Sean Lee was a PG type leader. The language was G-rated. You know. It was a Jason Garrett right type of guy's language. Y'all understand what I'm saying? That ain't what you need when you're trying to send a message defensively. You don't need the professional talk. No. By now, all of you have seen Mr. Curse on the sideline and pregame. Exactly, Jerome. See that the finesse type game. That ain't what you. That's been our problem, y'all. Y'all remember? Y'all been hanging with me for a while. Y'all been hanging with me for a while, so you know what I asked for at the beginning of the year. I just didn't think it was gonna come in the person of Mr. Curse. I asked for some dogs. Y'all remember that? I've been asking for it all year. I asked for it. That's the only way your whole culture will change. You cannot have doggish mentality with professional type attitude. In order to get the doggish mentality, you have to bring me some dogs. That's the only way it's gonna change. And for this year, with the addition of Michael Parsons, Mr. Curse, KZ, Diggs is talking to, that mentality has brought out dogs. And all them guys, I'm gonna throw in D-Law too. I'm gonna throw him in. Because D-Law, one thing about it, his body is breaking down. We all know that. But his mind and his mouth ain't never changed. D-Law was just by himself. He ain't had no dogs with him to talk that mess. He ain't had no dogs with him. He ain't had no dogs with him. Sean Lee, little bit too. Sean Lee was very productive when he was on the field. That's one thing about him now. I can't take it from Sean. He just was knowing on the field too much. Sean was a great football player. Smart linebacker. He just didn't have that Ray Lewis. Y'all know what I'm saying. Man, Ray would have people. Ray Lewis had guys wanting to run through a wall for him. Curse ain't on Ray Lewis level, but I'm telling y'all, Curse got these guys kind of hyped. Y'all heard what he said? I'm sorry, Jose. Thank you. That's another name. Basham. Do you see what I'm saying? Basham is another one. Listen, y'all heard what Curse said? Whatever move, we hitting it. Now, I ain't going to say the word. Y'all know what he said. Jose said it. Here it is right here. Y'all. I'm going to put it up. I'm going to put it up. Look here. That's what he said. That's whatever move, he said we hitting it. Yeah. Y'all know. When last time we had that on our team? What, Roy Williams? I mean, my God. Look at him. Jose, I love you, bro. I ain't even think about that. Look at it. Look what Jose said. It's the truth. Look, let me go back. Now, this is what he said, verbatim. What Gary just put down. That's what he said. Y'all see it. That's what he said. Now, when last time we had somebody? Now, there have been Sean Lee who said, "Hey, we got to tackle. We just got to tackle. we got to tackle aggressively." You know, it's the same message, but you know. Sean Lee said, "Hey, we got to get in, hit the gaps. I want you to hit the A and B gap hard and tackle with aggression." That worked. It ain't for everybody. That's what he said. Curse, whatever move we hitting, we knocking folks out. See the difference? Same message, but different vibe. You understand? That's dog. I don't need finesse. I need dog. And we got him now. So and y'all see that. And like my brother Jose said, here's look, Randy Gregory talking now. I mean, look, I need him hype. I like that. He played better, it seemed, when he started talking. Or he getting mad. I love it. I love it. Because when Randy Gregory getting mad, he already can't be stopped. But if he play with some emotion and go, look, everybody talking. Everybody got attitude. Everybody believes they can dominate. Look, they got AB and the Brown out there doing this. And the Brown celebrating. I mean, what? It's a mentality that spreads. Anthony Brown is celebrating. Everybody got an attitude problem. When your defense has an attitude problem, ladies and gentlemen, you're going to win a lot of football games. That's the way I played. I had attitude. I talked. I loved it. No, I didn't make every play, but good. But soon as you make the play, I'm still talking. You ain't gonna do that again. That's what I was saying. That fluke play. It's a fluke. You can't beat me. Yeah. I see you, Gary. Say Gary said he plays better mad. That's why he talks so much. Say, look, let me tell y'all something. This thing is finna get in. And look here. That's why Denver in trouble tomorrow. They're in trouble. They're in trouble. They're in trouble. They're in trouble, y'all. They're in serious. When is the last time? Thank you, Jose. When is the last time you've ever heard the Dallas Cowboy defense imply that we are going to impose our will on you? When is the last time we heard that from a Dallas Cowboy led defense? We got to go all the way back to the early 90s for that. This is what these guys are saying, and this is what they believe. They believe they control the game. It's not the offense. They're trying to take the glory away from the offense. When is the last time we've had a defensive team? And our stats are not great. They're getting better. They're just not great because of what we gave them before. But every week, you see the improvement. Every single week. Last week was one of our better defensive games. No question about it. The reason why I'm saying that is amazing. And let me tell y'all, all y'all haters, y'all killed me. Y'all shouted about Justin Jefferson and Thielen and Dalvin Cook and Kirk Cousins all last week. Now all of a sudden, since we beat their brains out, now all of a sudden they not good. Y'all so funny. Justin Jefferson just got shut down. 2 catches for 21 yards. That's because of defense. However way you want to do it, however you want to say it, if the coverage rolled to him, that's good defense. If you talk about he didn't throw him the ball, well, that was a reason why Kirk Cousins didn't throw the ball to Justin Jefferson, because no game plan that the Minnesota Vikings have that they say we're gonna only throw the ball to Justin Jefferson only 2 times. No way. It's a reason why he only caught 2 balls, because he got shut down. Adam Thielen, 6 catches, 78 yards. Usually when Adam Thielen catches 6 catches, he's already over 100 yards. Kirk Cousins, not even 200 yards past. When is the last time Kirk Cousins? Y'all can say what y'all want about Kirk, but Kirk Cousins throws for 40, 300 yards every year, 30 touchdowns plus. I mean, Kirk just can't win the big game, but he's a fantasy football dream. All right, y'all. Most of y'all got Kirk Cousins on your team. It's just the truth, or you've had him on your fantasy football team. The reason why, because you know he's gonna put them stats up. There wasn't nothing wrong with Kirk Cousins' arm. There wasn't nothing wrong with Kirk Cousins' the scheme. They run the same plays they ran all the time. No, they just got shut down. But then as soon as we shut folks down, now all of a sudden they not good. Kirk Cousins probably come out here tomorrow and throw for 300 yards. Dalvin Cook will run for over 100 yards, tomorrow. Justin Jefferson will have a big game. I mean, we shut them down, y'all. And it's because the defense is getting better and better and better every week. And the scary part for all you haters and you Cowboy non-lovers, the reason why you ought to be scared is this. It ain't nowhere near where it's going to be. in a few more weeks. Oh my goodness. You think Randy Gregory, you know why Randy Gregory is so special right now, y'all? Let me tell you why. Let me tell you why Randy Gregory is so special, y'all. Look what he is doing. Watch this. With really no really other threat on the defensive line. Nobody ain't getting on the other side over there. D-Law ain't there. D-Law not playing. Parsons is not really coming off the edge a whole lot. Huh? Parsons is lined up as a linebacker. Randy Gregory is doing all what you seeing now, really as the true only threat on the defensive line. And he's getting doubled. Okay? He is getting doubled, y'all. Now, there been some time where he got singled and he made people pay. But Randy Gregory's attention is going his way. And he's still putting up these numbers. Really? Really? Okay. Guess what's going to happen when D-Law get back? You're right, Gary. Osa is causing a lot of problems up the middle. That's pressure. Getting the quarterback off his spot. I'm telling y'all, Gregory is really doing this stuff, man. Gregory is really doing this stuff. Usually don't happen like that. When you have two dominant defensive ends, or like a lot of teams, a threat, like Chicago, perhaps, like with Khalil Mack on one end, and you got Robert Quinn on the other end. It's usually two guys that can really get there. Gary's right. Basham is causing a lot of drama. They're playing good team defense, but usually when you got a guy that can flat out go get the quarterback, usually that don't happen when the other guy is not there, because all the focus goes on to the player that can really get there. Randy Gregory just getting back there and knocking guys out. And you really don't think D-Law coming back and oh my goodness, Armstrong, these guys, I think Armstrong played last week. Listen, this thing is going to get incredible in a few more weeks. I'm just saying. Somebody put up earlier and say they think Gregory's going to have 2 sacks. Listen, when you're natural like he is, I can't say that you're not telling the 100% truth. This guy's special. He has special type skills. Huh? Exactly, Jose. Yeah, he's unstoppable, Gary. It's what I'm saying. When the beauty of our defense now is, which in a lot of cases, last year, in the cases of great players, I got to have some stats. Okay? In the case of people like Osi, who can get to the quarterback, in the case of Gallimore when he comes back, Tristan Hill once he finally plays, I don't expect that out of Brent. Brent is just a plugger. Bohanna is a plugger. Guys that can flat out go get the quarterback, these are the guys that I got to have stats from. I got to have stats from D-Law and Gregory. Dang pressures. I don't care nothing about pressure. I need production from those two. I need to see sacks on the board. But the beauty of this defense is what Jose just said earlier. And let me get back to it. This is the beauty of the defense, right? One of them. He said that's another thing going unnoticed. We don't have a lot of total sacks as a defense, but we are still creating pressure at a high level. Ladies and gentlemen, that could not be more of a true statement. The quarterback is not comfortable. And we all know, if the quarterback is not comfortable, if he's not sitting back there taking pictures before he throws, you're gonna do something. There's no quarterback that is comfortable with this defense. You're gonna have to move because everybody, we are good. The pressure that's there, even if we're not getting there, the pressure that it will generate is forcing a lot of these turnovers that you and I are seeing. Diggs is getting there. Diggs had a lot of his interceptions now have come off. The quarterback had to hurry up and get rid of the ball. That's what's supposed to happen, all right? When you make the quarterback throw the ball early, it gives your secondary a chance to put their hands on the football. That's what we're saying. But what Gregory is doing is what I said earlier. He's giving me some stats now. Impact plays, sacks at the right time. Good time in sacks. This is what you need. We're getting it. I'm not, and like Gary said, he's different, y'all. He has something that you just, is God given. Everybody don't have it. Parsons has this. Everybody don't have it. Look what Gary says. He's talking about Gregory. Bend, quickness, great hands, speed, and power, the boys down. You can't, some of the stuff you can't teach. You can't teach that. He's just a natural, gifted pass rusher who's capable of getting double-digit sacks every single year. Everybody knew when he came out that he had a different type of gear. The only thing that stopped him obviously was the NFL rules and his problem that he had obviously with marijuana. That was his only problem. Whenever he was on the field, though, the natural stuff just took over. That's what we're seeing now. I'm expecting double-digit sacks out of him because he can't get suspended. I hate to, try to make fun of him. Let's just call it like it is. He can smoke up a tree now. I wasn't really trying to be funny right there. Gary said he had mental health issues. Exactly. Which is part of the reason why he was smoking up trees. NFL ain't messing with you. Yeah. You can't stop him now, so he's on the field. That little part is over with now. So now you got to deal with him. Hey, the NFL said, okay, we get it. These guys need this for pain. These guys need this, for it's proven that it helps or whatever. He on the field now. And Lord, it's going to be a problem. He is going to have double-digit sacks without D-Law on the field for most of the year. That's special. That's special. So D-Law is on his way. Randy Gregory is on his way to a Pro Bowl this year, as expected. At least I said that. What Jeffrey Murray says, I want to see Gallimore and Hill with their second year off-season peanut butter, because whatever they give Terrence Steele, they had to give it to the rest of them, even Brandon Knight. Gallimore was on track last year, man. At the end of the year, you could see, things slowing down for them, them getting better. They expected a gigantic jump this year. I think Gallimore will have that. The only question is how much percentage is he really healed and ready to play. With Hill, I think we just need to kind of hold back on Tristan Hill. This is the only reason why I'm saying. When you're a guy that's big as he is, and you're just coming off knee surgery, it's kind of hard to predict how he will respond with his leg, his knee. When he, hey coach, I see you. It's kind of hard to kind of predict how he's going to respond coming off a knee injury like that. I just got to see it. I know what he was like. He was getting better before he got hurt. But when you have knee surgery and you play the defensive tackle position, all that bending down, getting in position, taking on a 300-pound man, stress on the leg, stress on the knee, while they try to block you, and you know, I can't predict it. Not with him, because you just don't know how that knee is going to respond. That's the only thing I'm gonna say about Hill. I hope he's right. We'll see. A lot of you guys have been talking about Boss Man Fat. I never thought I would say this, but as of right now, Boss Man Fat can sit on that bench. Why? And the Browns don't need to come off the field. I never thought I'd say that. And the Browns don't need to come off the field. No, sir. No, sir. Boss Man Fat is a rookie. Now, if I said that about Surtain and go after him, Boss Man Fat is a rookie too. I don't know what he brings to the table. Let's just be honest. I mean, you know, I know he's fast. Okay, I give you that. He is fast, but I don't know. I don't know. Now, if you told me Kennedy or I don't know. If you're talking about what's up, Coach? I think Coach just disagreed with me and say, "Oh, yes, he does need to come off the field." Well, my only question to anybody, my only question is, who are you gonna sub him with? That's all I want to know. Gary said, "I think he's better than Brown." I know, and I ain't just sold on Brown either, but we can't deny what our eyes have seen. He's playing pretty solid football, no doubt about that. There's too many stats that agree. Now I know you guys are talking about what same thing I talk about, like when Anthony Brown gets destroyed on a route and dude is way in front of him and all that, but he ain't catch the ball. But we see how he getting caked. I give you that, but I don't know. But I got to see it first. Anthony Brown playing solid. I never thought I'd say that, but Anthony Brown playing solid football. Actually, as I said earlier in the podcast, he's playing the best football of his career. There's no doubt about that. He's having the best season of his career right now. Okay, we'll see. And I agree. I'm just a quick Coach say. Coach says gives up too many first downs on third and less than 10. Yeah, he does. No argument there. Gary says Brown been playing good, no doubt. I just think Boss Man is better. Boss Man more athletic. Brown has issues with double moves. Exactly. We seen Brown get cracked on certain routes. I've seen that. We ain't gonna even think about how Antonio Brown did him at Tampa. I mean, he just embarrassed him bad. But obviously he's played much better since the first game. But the truth be told, so far this year, his good outweighs the bad. I mean, we can't argue it. I mean, the stats speak for itself. I know what your eye test is showing you, I'm looking at it too. But Anthony Brown played good football. He has. He really has. And I have to give him the credit. He had a good game last week. He had a good game last week. He had a good game before that. The kid is playing good football. That's the only thing I'm saying. No, he ain't no Pro Bowler. No, he's not. Yeah. Jeffrey said Cheeto is too. Yeah, here's the funny part about Cheeto though, Jeffrey. Cheeto finally can stand on the field. Shoot. When Cheeto was on the field with us, he was all right, but couldn't never stay on the field. Can't stay on the field. So he's talking about Cheeto Awuzie, y'all, just in case y'all don't know. Cheeto Awuzie, who plays with the Bengals. He's having a pretty good year so far. You know, we didn't see it. He wasn't on the field. You know, somebody asked me earlier, just right here. Somebody, I think it was Joe, who asked me, do I think Gallup is going to play tomorrow? Yes. I think he's going to be activated, ready to play tomorrow. And the offense is just going to get that much more dangerous with him coming in. Now, let me say this about that. I pray that Kellen Moore does this, because I think Cedric Wilson has earned the right to not have a lot of snaps taken away from him. Whatever snaps he plays, I don't think that because Gallup shows back up that Wilson has to suffer, some of the plays that he got. I believe that Kellen Moore ought to do this, because it really is going to get ignorant if this happens. Can I please see if Gallup is back? Can I see a 4 wide receiver set with Cooper, Lamb, Gallup, and Cedric Wilson on the field at the same time? Can I see that? With one running back. What would that do? Think about this, y'all. Let's play a little bit here. Y'all come on, play with me. Number one, you can't run a nickel defense. If you put them 4 receivers out there, it's going to force you into a dime look. That means you're going to have more defensive backs on the field. You're going to spread them out. So that means that you cannot run a box. And you give me Ezekiel Elliott in the backfield or Pollard, whichever one you want. That means you're going to have man-to-man on the offensive line, probably 2 linebackers. Do you understand what that would do? That line, and I'm quite sure, as great as Kellen Moore is looking right now, I am quite sure that we are getting ready to see this. And let me tell you something. If you tell me I got those 4 guys out there, and I got Ezekiel or Tony Pollard in the backfield, y'all think we scoring now? Because look, think about it. Think about it, y'all. A dime formation. Watch this. That means Cedric Wilson. I'm just going to say it like this. I ain't got to go to the top. That means Cedric Wilson is going to be on that defensive 4th cornerback. And I'm probably going to say 10 out of 10 times, Cedric Wilson will destroy a team's 4th cornerback. Which also means you probably got some one-on-one with everybody else. I mean, come on, y'all. I look, you ain't got to look, you ain't got to even dress up. You can line up this thing the whole drive. It will not be stopped. Joe, it really is a literal Madden video game. I agree. You can't stop that. You're forcing the defense to respond to your formation. You have to. Because if you put a linebacker on any one of them, it's over with. I mean, good God. It's over. You got to do that. This is what I think is what we're getting ready to see. And all I'm going to do is sit back and just laugh. For those that are joining in, hey, Pastor Park, I see you popped in, man. What's going on? Listen, you're getting ready to see what Gallup come back. I hope he play tomorrow. But if he don't worry about it. He might be back to the Atlanta game. He's real close to playing anyway. If Gallup play tomorrow, please understand Kellen Moore going to run a 4 wide receiver set. It's got to happen. With Cedric Wilson, my argument is, for those that just joined, Cedric Wilson has earned the right not to get a lot of snaps taken away from him. I don't think just because if Gallup come back, that means Cedric Wilson needs, goes down. No, I believe that you need to adjust to what you got. Run a 4 wide receiver set. Kermit say, I think he's still on our. No, he's been practicing. Kermit, he's been practicing. Discussion is he gonna play tomorrow or will it be Atlanta? Whenever he come back. Listen, put the 4 wide receiver set. It forces your defense. You can't run nickel because you're gonna put a linebacker on one of the receivers. That's all day touchdown. I don't care what route you run. It's too easy. You gotta run a dime. And what that does, it takes the person out of the chances of you running a box, or you can't run an 8-man box with 4 receivers set. You get one running back in the backfield. You can you just imagine? Can you just imagine? No, see, no. I think Dak ready. Dak, you can't keep him down. He's ready to play. He could have played last week if it was a playoff game. He been right out there. You see what I'm saying? If it was a playoff game, he would have been out there. And the way if y'all saw how he was moving, he looked just fine. This boy got something to prove. Coach said that would eliminate the tight end if they have a back in the game, which hurts our run game. Coach, I'm going to agree with you on that. Based off this, though, Coach. Here's the thing that I don't know, that I'm not sure of. I'm not sure if I do know this about Gallup. Gallup is a good blocking wide receiver. I ain't so sure about Cedric Wilson though. Based on what Coach said here, let me put that there so y'all can see it. Coach is absolutely right. If we take Schultz out the game, your running game is kind of diluted. But remember what I said: when you got 4 receivers, you got to put 4 cornerbacks out there. The only question is, can our receivers block? Cooper can block. Lamb can block. Gallup can block. I'm not 100% sure on Cedric Wilson. But primarily, though, Coach, this is what I'm saying. I'm saying on passing downs that we know we have to pass, 3rd and 7, 3rd and 6. You put that 4 wide receiver set out there, it can't be stopped. Joe said, if I was defensive coordinator, I would call in sick tomorrow. Yeah. Coach brings up another good point. Coach said it'd be with same grade would be run the jet sweep of land. That's just one of the plays that you can get out of it. And actually that's a fine play because we know CD can run it. I mean, the field gonna be spread. You got to spread it. So it's he said, I don't think it hurts. Jerry said, I don't think it hurts the run game because that makes them play double high safeties. Take linebackers off the field. Now our line versus theirs, we gonna win most of those battles. Exactly. Now that part I agree with also, without a doubt. That's why I was saying, you're gonna have, if you do the 4 wide receiver set, there's no box. You're gonna have our line primarily going against their line, probably one linebacker in the middle. Maybe. Because you got to cover the 4 wide receivers. You got to. 2 on both sides. They had you spread out. 1 linebacker, 1 running back, 5 on 5 on the line. I'll take my chances. That's if you're running it. I was primarily coming with, I did say earlier, I know we can run it out of there. But I'm talking about our obvious passing plays. 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7. This is gonna be murder. You can't guard that. It's too much. I ain't even talking about, probably the check down is gonna be Pollard or Zeke coming out the backfield. I mean, good Lord. You can't guard it. You can't guard it. It's too much. It's too many weapons. That cannot be guarded. I'm convinced of that. The Cowboys have too many weapons. And I'm talking about right now. We got too many weapons with people that's on the bench. I mean, come on. It's too much, man. You can't guard that. Pick your poison. Who you gonna double out of that? I mean, if you double somebody, good God, you gonna have man on man, at least on 3 receivers. You can't guard that. Huh? Pastor Parker said, should NFL teams begin the third quarter with backup quarterbacks and not wait until or if the starting quarterback is out, just get this some reps? No, what if the game close? No, sir. No, sir. No, sir. No backup. I know everybody worried about Dak, but Dak is fine. Dak is fine. It's like I said before. If you guys saw the pregame last week, Dak was moving around, no glitch, no limping, no nothing. Now I understand that's different than a game, and he ain't got hit and he ain't got tackled. I get all that. But when you have a calf strain, the stuff that you saw Dak doing, you're not supposed to do. Not with no serious calf strain. You can't hardly walk when you got a calf strain. For those of us that know about it, you can't walk. It hurts to walk. Dak is fine. If, like I said, if it would have been a playoff game last week, Dak Prescott would have been playing last week. There's no question about that. So he's had 3 weeks now. The regular injury is prescribed as a 4 to 5 week injury. And I may be wrong. I think maybe 4 to 6 weeks. So, and then keep in mind this, Pastor Parker and everybody else. Those guys get treatments that we as regular people don't get. Keep that in mind. They get 24-hour treatment at any time. All the work that you get on that calf, all the massage, all the stimulation, electric stimos, whatever else they do, all the exercise. They got way more stuff than when we get it. They're 24 hours at the start. So it actually speeds it up when you're getting constant treatment on there. So we can't base it off the way we go. You know, we go to the doctor once or twice a week for 30 minutes or a little physical therapy, for 30 minutes. No, these guys get it 8-9 hours a day. You know what I'm saying? Real massage therapists. Well, I almost said something right there. Not massage like Deshaun Watson had. I ain't talking about that type of massage and stuff. Y'all understand what I'm saying? You get real massages. You know what I'm saying? These guys are getting worked for 8-9 hours, 10 hours. Probably more. Then look, take stuff home with them. Come on now. These guys are kind of, ain't no telling what day. While he's sitting there watching TV, he may have one of them ice, not ice things, but you enclose your leg. What you call it, Gary? You know what I'm talking about? Hydrochloric or whatever. I forgot what they call it. Where you wrap your leg up and you pump the air into it, or you freeze the leg. All this kind of stuff. They got stuff, man, that we don't even know about. And it was reported about Dak. Stuff that, once again, he got the plasma injections, where those things, Kobe Bryant used to get that when he was playing, on his knees. It just make you feel, there's a lot of blood flowing there, plasma injection, whatever it's called. I mean, these guys got stuff that, we don't have. So that speeds up the process. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Finally, let me go to this real quick. Thank you guys for hanging with me. Appreciate anybody who just like to hang. Yeah, exactly. Gary, you're right. Listen. Now, here's the other tension of the week of the Cowboys. And I got all you on here that are listening. I need your opinion. I have one. And there ain't nobody right or wrong. There it is, hyperbaric chamber. Exactly. That's what I was looking for. That right thing, the hyperbaric chamber, these things, man, speed up the process of healing. You freeze your body up, in an incredible cold amount. It takes swelling out. It takes, it stops swelling. It stops everything. Y'all, some of y'all guys know what I'm talking about. These guys have access to this type of stuff at any moment. Ain't no telling what's in Dak's house. You know what I'm saying? We just don't know. So everything is sped up. Here's the tension, and we'll close with this. The tension of this week is Lyle Collins and Terrence Steele. The tension is Steele moving to left tackle this week. What y'all feel about that? Lyle Collins assumes his regular position of right tackle, but you move Terrence Steele to left tackle. There is a difference between right tackle and left tackle. Here's what I'll say. When Terrence Steele was brought in, he was playing swing tackle. For those who don't understand swing tackle, that means you can play both tackle positions, right or left. Now, when Terrence, you can't, this is what Cowboy fans are still slightly suffering also. When Terrence first got here, he was not that good. Something happened during the offseason this year. Something happened to the point where I'm just gonna go on and tell y'all, and maybe y'all need to watch some film and see it. Terrence Steele is dominant. Yes, I said it. Yes, I said it. I've seen enough. Terrence Steele is just not playing good. He is dominant so far this year as a right tackle. Now, I know they don't sound right. All I'm going to tell y'all is go watch the film. That's all I'm going to say. Terrence Steele is knocking people off the ball. Terrence Steele is mauling people. Terrence Steele is throwing people around like a piece of trash. He is dominant this year. Dominant. But he playing right tackle. It's a different setup, but like I said before, it's different on the left side. But as I said before, he's played left tackle. Now, here's the problem with Cowboy fans. This is just a few Cowboy fans, just because a lot of Cowboy fans have a problem with Steele going to play left tackle. And the reason why that you're doing that is because you're comparing the Terrence Steele of a year and a half ago to the Terrence Steele of now. You just don't quite believe what your eyes have really been seeing. And you believe that Terrence Steele is going to get ate alive just simply because he's on a different position. I'm saying that it makes no difference where Steele lined up right now. With his confidence being as skyrocketed as it is, and with the way that he is knocking people off the football this year, that it makes no difference where Steele plays. He's going to be the same Steele. I got enough confidence to say that. That's me. I get some of your trepidation, but one thing about this kid, you can't look at him the way that we looked at him a couple years ago. He is a different guy, man. He is. You need to be worried about Collins more than Terrence Steele, if you ask me. Y'all just hear what I just said? You need to be worried more about Lyle Collins more than Terrence Steele. Why is that? Number one, he ain't played this year, except the first game. I don't know where his stamina is. I don't know how good a shape he in. When you get tired, you start getting whipped. I don't know where his energy level is. I'm not saying he ain't ready. I just say I don't know. If I was worried, I'd be more worried about Collins than Steele. Huh? But I'm gonna tell you now. I echo the statement of Gary right here. This is the way I feel about it. Right there. Y'all see it. Y'all see it. I'm not worried about it. I believe it's gonna be the same domination as it was before. I don't see a drop. I don't see, because usually y'all know what our rap is. When Tyron Smith goes out, the whole team go down. I don't see that happening no more. That's not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen. Usually when Tyron Smith misses game, whoever's filling out is not good enough. They get destroyed. You know, I don't see that this year. I don't see it. I believe we're gonna be just fine. In other words, y'all, as I close and leave y'all here, Dallas Cowboys 27, Broncos 10, 13, something like that. No more than 13 points. Yeah. Another butt whooping tomorrow. That's bottom line. And depending on how Denver playing, let me just go on and say this. I'll leave room for change, because if they sneak up these safeties tomorrow, trying to stop the run, Dak Prescott will throw for 450 yards tomorrow. We'll know that in the first couple of drives, y'all. Y'all want the clue? Here's the clue. For those that watch the football. Joe said 40-10. My goodness. Yeah, well, hey. It might be just because of what I just said, Joe. Because if they sneak up, that score may be for real. If y'all want to watch and learn how to read defense just a little bit, notice the safeties. If you don't see the safety in your screen, that means they're playing back. If you see one of them sneak up, it could be a disguise, but usually in this case, because you got to sneak somebody up to stop the run, that means you're playing man to man outside. Because he's in to bring it in. If you see both safeties kind of sneaking up slightly, your chance of really getting a lot of good runs ain't gonna happen. You can grind it out. Coach says close game tomorrow if we take them lightly. I gave credit, Coach Breedlove. You weren't here with me earlier. I gave respect to Teddy Bridgewater. They do have two real good receivers, in Cortland Sutton and Jerry Jeudy. They do have that. I give them credit. Melvin Gordon is no trash by no means. But the offensive line is not that good. They are on defensive wise, they're giving up 100 yards a game rushing. This is the wrong team to go against. If you're giving up 100 yards rushing a game in 8 games, the last team you want to see is the Dallas Cowboys. That's why I say they're going to really go try to sell out against the run. And that's why I believe Dak Prescott probably is going to have a big game. And if they have a big game like that, then Joe will score a 40-10, and then and then Gary's for 35-17. That might be exactly what we're looking at. Um, if they sneaking up, yeah, um, yeah, they. If we don't beat ourselves, Joe said, if we don't beat ourselves with stupid penalties, it should be over by halftime. That's one thing about us though. We're a third quarter team. We put our foot on everybody's throat in the third quarter though. I've seen it so far this year. The third quarter, they go completely crazy. They'll go 20 plus points in the third quarter and rip these guys. I mean, third quarter, I've seen it too much. Say the defense taking major hits on the line, no Chubb, and they traded Von Miller. You know, their two best pass rushers won't even, Von Miller, of course, is with the Rams now. But if Chubb is not playing, they've lost in 1 week two of their best defensive pressure guys. So I'm just saying, I'm serious. I don't see how they can stop us. So I don't see it. I say it 20, 24, 27 to 10 because I just see Denver trying to slow the game down a whole lot. They don't want to get to no shootout. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be a problem. So I think they'll be trying to slow the game down, try to carry it to the fourth quarter with a shot in the game. And Coach Breedlove said we take them lightly. Yeah, but I just think that the mentality, coach, from this defense ain't going to allow it to happen. If we get beat, we just get beat. But it won't be because of we laid back. I don't see that. We got too many dogs on this team that's hungry for that to happen now. You got to keep in mind, a lot of these guys are hungry because they playing for contracts. Most of them on a 1-year contract. See, that's the advantage that we have. You got to be a dog every week. Curse, KZ, 1-year contract. Gregory is on his last year. See what I'm saying? Yeah, we got a lot of dogs on this team that's playing for, another contract. This is it. So you're going to get the best from there every weekend. You're going to get the best from Curse. You're going to get the best from KZ. You're going to get the best from oh my God, who am I thinking of? Good Lord. I forgot. Tristan Hill, once he finally come back, you're going to get the best. You're going to get the best out of Boss Man Fat. Because he had a COVID. He missed training camp, couldn't play. He been injured. He got to try to prove something. You're going to get the best from him. It is what it is. So I think that it's going to be a blowout. I just thought it'd be a little bit lower in scoring, but I still think it's going to be a blowout. Denver does not belong on the field with us. They don't belong. And we need to treat them as such. Go ahead and step on them early. Take any type of confidence away. Take any type of hope away. Go ahead and just rip them apart early. And somebody said earlier they might be ready to quit if we go ahead and do that. I don't know how true that is, but hey, sometimes it's demoralizing when you look up at that scoreboard and it's just the beginning of the second quarter, and you down 17-0 from the start. And you know you can't stop nobody either, and it's just the first quarter. Oh yeah, just rip them apart. Bridgewater ain't got no business clowning on us. No business, none. I know it's a trap game. I just don't think this the week we're going to be trapped. I just don't think so. The guy's too focused right now, y'all. Hey, Saturday Night Live. Yeah. Saturday Night said 38-17, Dallas Rose on Podbean. So everybody, we just about all on the same page. Saturday Night Smoke say the fans can take them lightly, but the players will play. In other words, what Saturday Night Smoke saying is Saturday Night Smoke saying these guys ain't taking nothing for granted. They know where they at. And let's just be have the truth, y'all. Here's the truth. We the scoreboard, and when I say the scoreboard, the standings will keep us focused too. The reason why I'm saying that is because we're in this unique spot that we not really used to. There's only one team, that's above us. Well, I'm gonna say one. It's only 3 teams. I believe it's 7-1 or 8-1. Arizona, Green Bay, and us. We all know what's going on in Green Bay. Jordan Love will be playing tomorrow against the Chiefs. If you was a betting man, you would bet the Chiefs are gonna win. Okay, that's 7-2. Arizona, it's a game time decision, even though I'm quite sure Murray will be playing, Kyler Murray, but he was limping real bad last week. Not sure he gonna play. Yeah, we need to win. Because keep in mind, y'all, only one team in each conference gets the number 1 seed. There's no second. The second best record get a bye too. This is one. Any chance that we can get on top of the guys that's ahead of us, we got to take advantage of it. So I don't see trap games. They know what's on the line. They looking at the standings just like we are. They know what they got to do. I know they saying one game at a time, but they got their eye on Green Bay. They got their eye on Arizona. Yeah, you please understand they do. They know exactly what's going on. They don't want to give nowhere. I'd rather Green Bay come to Dallas in January than us go to Green Bay. I'm just telling you. It's a place where you don't want to go because all the calls go to Aaron Rodgers in that place. We ain't even talking about the weather yet. The weather is. Question, why didn't we make a move to open up some cap room? Coach Breedlove says that. Because they believe in their guys, Coach. They ain't better make no splash. Everybody want Odell Beckham Jr. now. Please, y'all. Y'all kill me with that. Every time somebody become free, every time we got a whole bunch of Cowboys fans. Not you, Coach. I ain't talking about you, but you see it in there. Von Miller goes away. Where the Cowboys are with the Cowboys. We should get Von Miller. Odell. We should get Von. We should get Odell. I mean, come on. Y'all know Stephen Jones by now. Y'all know Stephen Jones ain't creating nothing. He believe in the guy. Be cheap is all I know. This is one of the years where his system actually had worked. Get cheap guys and get major production. That's what he been hoping for all this time. Folks like Curse, KZ, these type of guys, Terrence Steele, these type of guys who barely got a contract hanging on, and then all of a sudden you get Pro Bowl level like production from these type guys, and you getting it from cheap. That's the Stephen Jones way. So far this year, his system has actually worked. So when you start talking about big names, that ain't gonna happen with us. It's not. So all the dreams of Odell and all of, I don't even know why y'all want Odell in the first place. Why y'all want Odell? He stay hurt. He don't be on the field. Why? Exactly, Joe. Yeah. Why y'all want Odell? Where you gonna play? Lamb ain't fit to sit down. Huh? Odell definitely is not the number 1 receiver if he come here. Cooper is. It's Odell. He ain't gonna get that. Lamb not sitting down. That's the number 2 receiver. What I guess y'all gonna say put him at his slot? I mean, okay. We don't need Odell. For what? It's too much of an ego. Odell wouldn't want to come in. He know he ain't got no spotlight. If he come to Dallas, he'll come in being our 3rd receiver. Come on, y'all. What y'all want that for? We don't need Odell Beckham. Most of y'all done dropped him off y'all fantasy team anyway. Before he got cut. If y'all guys play fantasy football, you know you ain't got Odell in your starting lineup. You may have dropped him off your team by now. Huh? I saw all that y'all gonna laugh. Like, what? We don't need no Odell Beckham. Huh? We don't need no Odell. Odell ain't no better. Please. Coach Reeler said line is where we can get younger. Coach, I believe that once Tyron Smith hangs it up, we got it now, to be honest with you. They just can't get on the field. You know, we got a guy that y'all don't want to get in. You know, I already know what y'all gonna say, but it is what it is. Exactly, Joe. Joe said Odell can come and be our water boy. Exactly. A lot of y'all ain't gonna like this name, but again, when you look at the tape, you see something. Josh Ball. Yeah, that guy. Yeah, Josh Ball. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the truth. He ain't on the field. You know, we still fighting, trying to figure out how can we put Connor McGovern on the field. We still trying to figure that out. Josh Ball is no joke. Dominant, mauler, mean street, brutalized folks. And I know what some of y'all saying, talking about this domestic violence case that's been dismissed. I mean, so it's not on his record. So all y'all that's charging him for domestic abuse when y'all tell me when it happened. I don't know. Did he? I don't know. All I know is he ain't go to jail for it. He ain't get suspended by the league. I don't know. But I'm gonna tell you about playing football. Oh, he's a problem. That's our future tackle coach breed love. Josh Ball. Just as soon as Tyron Smith leaves, he could play. He's versatile. He could play that spot. Mean as a snake. Knock your head off. That's the kind of guy he is. Another attitude person. So, you know, it is what it is. Listen, I appreciate you guys. Hang with me. I'm going to get on off here. Thank you so much. I'll see you guys tomorrow afternoon at some point. Well, dog, as soon as the game is over, y'all come on back and hang with me. Either we're going to be laughing together or we're going to be like, what in the world happened? You know, all that kind of stuff. Y'all come on back with me. We're going to talk about it. I ain't running nowhere. I'm here whether we win or lose. It's just we ain't losing. So I'll be here. Y'all come on, hang with me. I'll see you guys tomorrow following the game. Probably immediately after the game. Y'all come on, hang with me. We're going to do it again here at the one and only. Now, before y'all go, don't leave yet. Y'all got to do it for me today. Come on, clap your hands now before I even crank it up. Clap your hands right now. This is the Big Time Show.